Hello everyone. Thank you so much everyone for joining today's session and good afternoon everyone also. Today we are back with another session on how to build Salesforce friendly Chrome extension, and this session would be a joint event between Gurgaon Developer Group and Ajmer Admin Group. Our today's speaker is Nisar Ahmed. He's a tech lead at iBirds Software Services. He will give him more details about him in next couple of minutes. I am Vishal Saraswat. I am a 3x Salesforce certified. I am a leader at Gurgaon Developer Group, and you all can connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter on the following links which we have given in this slide. As you all know, this is a joint event between Gurgaon Developer Group and Ajmer Admin Group. So Arpit is the leader of Ajmer Admin Group. He is a platform champion. He is a Salesforce application architect. He is a leader at Ajmer Admin Group. You all can connect with him on Twitter on the following links, which is in this slide. Apart from it, he is also running a program which is Blazio certification. So you all can leverage the benefit of that program. Before moving further, I would like to urge each and everyone to help us in spreading the word with the following hashtags. You all can connect with us on Gurgaon Twitter handle. The hashtag for today's session is #GurgaonDG, #Trailblazer Community. You can connect with us on Gurgaon Developer Group Trailblazer Community Group, which the link has been given in the slide, and which and we urge each and everyone to support us in the YouTube channel. We have created a YouTube channel for in which we are uploading YouTube videos. So we need your all supports so that we can do better. Over to you, Nisar. Now stage is yours.
Thank you, Arpit, and thank you, Vishal. So, first things today we will discuss about how to build Salesforce-friendly Chrome extension. So, sound promising. Hope it will be in this session. I will attempt to demystify all you will need to know when developing a Chrome extension. I am positive that after this session, you will be able to easily develop your own extensions without too much trouble. There are lots of things to be covered, so let's get dig starts. So first off, I am Nisar Ahmed and tech lead as a iBird, and I am Salesforce certified consultant and programmer, and you can connect with LinkedIn also and me and Twitter also. So not too much, let's start. So today's our agenda, basic agenda, uh, we will discuss these sessions basic concepts of Chrome extensions and Chrome APIs, also permissions, what is the permissions of Chrome extension in, and quick demo and how to debugging, and then demo with Salesforce APIs and how to publish our Chrome extensions. And so let's start. So basic first things, I hope you all know about what is the extensions, and also know key extension is very helpful. Like extensions are great resource because they allow your side to do things it otherwise would not be able to do. You can do many things in less time easily or smartly. So everyone know how what is the extensions. So when we things to extension, also name plugins with some things a icon the top of right Chrome X toolbar, and most maybe remember. So I will show what is the extension. Extension basically you can see my screen. So there is lots of things of extensions. So again presentation, and so basically extensions has three files, most important files in this when we things build how to build. So basically, so first questions is why build a Chrome extension? Why we need Chrome extensions? So the short answer, because Chrome is the most popular browsing software in the world. And second things, Salesforce is the #1 CRM in there are lots of things, so everyone will need to do many things in a short time in a smart way. So basically, why we okay, I will the there is three things again, and first things pop up, and second things content, third one is background. These three things is create or extension. So first things, how to build extension. So basically, if you know about JavaScript, normal JavaScript, not too much higher, so you can easily build your extension. So what is the required to create a Chrome extension? If you are familiar with the common web technology like such as JavaScript, HTML, CSS, you are able to build the extensions as well, and normal, easy to build your extensions. And what is the extensions? Extensions is a simple a website, you call also website, but there is registered as a pop-up. So next, move to next slide, and you can see my screen. So as I mentioned before, we have three pieces of ecosystems in Shell: the pop-up JS and content JS and script JS, and the background script. Pop-up JS, what is the pop-up JS? Pop-up JS is a simple your HTML page. You can do anything like HTML, CS, JS, image related, what you want. Its behavior exactly like a website, simple. And background JS is the collections of JavaScripts. The run is the background once per extension install, or useful in configurations like you call also global listener. And third one is the content script, a collection of scripts that get you websites code. You can easily modify your any website. So content, these are the CSS and JS file that get add to top of a website. That's mean that you can add extra file to a website as if they were added by the original developer thingless. Have you ever seen how some extension manipulated the things you can see in the page? That's how they do it. They simple add additional JavaScript file and CSS, and you can modify easily your website. So let's start. And a plugin must register one, at least one file. You can use one, any one, like pop-up JS, background JS, yeah, content JS, but must one. So next, yeah, over the what is the ecosystem of sales Chrome extensions. Chrome extensions basically or simple website, but register as a pop-up JS. Pop-up JS in like main, if you know about the Node.js, there is a one file package JSON. Package JSON in all information about what is the name of a, what is the version, descriptions, and author name, etc. So same there is also available manifest JSON. Manifest JSON is same things like package JSON, or your website plus manifest JSON equal to Chrome extensions. And every app has own ecosystem. So Chrome extensions also have ecosystems. There is three mandatory files: the content script, pop-up JS, and background script. Background script mean it's global listener. Content script always included your website. You inject like SQL injection, same as a inject. And pop-up JS, simple pop-up your. So let's move. And Chrome extensions API is also call your permission. So permissions means if user not have any access, like if, for example, simple, if a user not have access account read, user can't able to read accounts records. So simple there are also same. If you over extension in not have any permissions like tabs, cookies, storage, there are lots of permissions. So basic permissions, tabs, cookies, storage. So without these permissions, we can't access anything over users data and Chrome extensions too. So simple, it's called permissions. There's all permissions in manifestation. Simple, you can see here. Yeah. And next move to test practice. So we will see how to build Chrome extensions. So simple basic, I create one folder like Salesforce demo, and just create manifest.json. Manifest.json is a basic and main file, manifest.json. So manifest.json, and I'm using VS Code. You can use easily what you want. So simple desktop, and just click and open. I will just create one folder, and I have create one manifest JSON.json, and I just simply using VS Code and and I open my manifest JSON and just basic manifest JSON basic contents. Basic contents means what is the extension's name, what is the descriptions, what is the version, and content security policy means script cross origins security related, and permissions also. Permissions we will mentioned already. What is the permissions like tab permissions, cookies permissions, and we will registered over HTML page like pop-up.js. So simple, and manifest version is the fix, is always true. So first simple, it's mandatory all. So hello Salesforce, and what is the description? Description is also Salesforce. So, and I have create one more files, pop-up.js. Pop-up.js we call also simple index.html basic, and I will open send and just HTML and put it, and simple. Hello Salesforce. So I have created one file index.html, and I have registered. I will register this file simple index.html as a pop-up. Browser actions in default pop-up, yeah, index.html, and version 1.1, 1.0.0. What you want, you can do it. And so now how to load my extension on browser. So simple, just you can see Chrome browser right side menu button, menu, just click and you can see setting. just click setting, and then you also see tab Chrome extensions tab. Just click extension tab, then just simple developer mode on, and just on developer mode. After developer mode on, you can see three buttons here: load, unpack, pack extensions, and update. So just simple load, unpack, and find the folder. Our folder is Salesforce demo. Just simple and select folder. Manifest is the unreadable. So just simple. I will use this file, and so simple there is. I will remove my other things. So simple index.html and sim and Salesforce. So load the our file, and you can see it's your name. What's the extension name like hello world, just define, and version of extension and descriptions. So after this load, you able to click your extensions and just pin and click. You can see hello world as a pop-up. You can also can H1 and just simple as a hello world. So now how to debug and how to what is the content script and what is the background scripts and how to debug. So first pop-up.js. Pop-up.js the basically or simple HTML. The pop-up.js I previously also mentioned is simple UI that you see when you interact with the plugins by clicking on the its icon. And it's simple websites, and you are able to do anything would you like to website, write CSS, use Angular, React, perform Ajax request, etc. The only difference between the website and Chrome extensions pop-up, it's that need to register as a extensions pop-up. To do that, all you need is to add an extra file name manifest.json by editing in the by configurations. Your website is ready to run as a plugin. So simple. It is a pop-up.js, and now is background. So background simple. Background.js is the main important. It also is a global listener. So I'll create one folder more JS and create one thing, okay, background JS and JS and okay background and just permissions my background JS. So background JS. Here we can define our background JS and as also pop-up JS. So if you modify any background JS, you can again load and your extensions. So simple, just move extensions, just remove and okay, I will console it. Console Ground. Simple. Load again our extensions. Just simple select and just you can see background page. Just click background page. You can also see console background just. So you can debug here background.js and now move to content.js. So simple content.js. Content.js to you can do anything like so content.js has the multiple permissions, but important permissions the matches. Matches means the URL match. Content scripts always inject your website. So simple, whitelist the URL which you want to inject your content script. So simple, I just removed the CSS and just whitelist my Salesforce domain. So just simple domain and also I create one more script like content script.js. So content script and also debug console.code simple here is content and just register simple register content. You can include multiple file in JS content scripting. So just simple names or and JS. So content JS script we included and whitelist or domain and run it means background. If you know about the JavaScript, so simple there is one method window.load. So simple same like document and so now how to debug our content script and so again go to extensions, just remove if you modify your or add content script and background just you always need to reload your extension simple. So just load again our extension if you can see again. Now you can see your consoles as a console. No, just refresh your page. As you see, here is content script. Content script is different instance and background JS is a difference. Background JS always background perform like background jobs, async jobs, etc. And content script always run your website, same like website. You can inject your. So now how to, so content script to modify anything like you modify simple. That means that you can add extra file to a website as if you they were added by the original developers themes like just first demo how to modify your DOM. So simple just demo and how to just okay I will put I just query one header. Simple I just query one header and I have changed just background color, so you can see here just background color. So simple. Again, reload our extensions. Simple. Remove because of we have changed content script. So again, need to reload. Just reload, and after reload, you can see screen and just refresh again. Okay. So you can see background color is change header. So we can anything from content JS to. So now let's move to again manifest JSON. Manifest JSON. So manifest JSON basically JSON for and now the permissions of how what is the permissions and how can access these steps whatever and so simple again to go over manifest JSON and just copy manifest JSON. So I have given active tabs and cookies permissions and also whitelist just remove the content script and so basically I have so now how can access the Salesforce data and how to work with Salesforce. So now we are using JSForce. JSForce is the powerful library of Salesforce. You can do anything like CRUD operations and you can bulk operations also perform. So basically JavaScript is powerful library of Salesforce. So I have used this library and also docs I mentioned jsforce.github.io. So now we need to just one file. Okay, one file's name like JSForce and so I just added my script in JSForce and JS and just simple HTML I modified. Mm, I I have changed to my force and added my scripts as a website. Just one HTML and include the JSForce script and the simple text area and one button and or add one pop-up there. So add pop-up.js. Okay, and Now reload again. Extensions or just remove and load again. Now refresh the tab. Okay, and simple remove and just simple to load. Okay, and you can see our pop-up one text area and query editor for and execute buttons also. So now we add to our extremely simple just pop-up JS in we have mentioned I have give the element ID execute and just bind the one method of self on click get session because we need to first session how to get session. So session mean if access same like if you want access token also you called access token and session ID same. So easily we can do anything if we have access tokens like we can get data, we fetch the data, we perform the CRD operations in our Salesforce CRM. So basically, first we need to get access token, then so background JS, the main JS. So if you run as a pop-up, so background JS is important because the background JS, the global listener, or background script are the most stable piece of the Chrome extensions ecosystem. When it comes to login stuff and communicate with your server or APIs, so we are working on the and let's the one to sync all the file and user has downloaded and remote repository. We would need a script that continuously monitor Chrome download, but where would we put it? So simple background just we would not put the content script since it would only load when a particular page loaded. We also would put the pop-up since in script only run when you open the pop-up and stop running as a soon as you close the pop-up. Well, that's job for the background scripts. You can maintain all things in background, just like local storage, and you can get active tab and URLs and cookies. So background just the important. So background just so I have background just simple background just is the global listener. So Chrome API is allowed to get cookies. So I have write one method. So on connect add event listener and just simple listener. And here we access the Chrome cookies. And you can see here we we are querying the tab query tabs and active tab and current window. Then we go the what is the URL, and if URL is the lightning force and Salesforce, then run the or extension and just simple we I split the over URL and just one fire the one event here if we if fire one event simple event, just pop up just the fire event and background just listen this that event. So after this listening, it will return the session ID, and then session ID we are getting in the pop-up, and then we use JSForce. So JSForce in the instance URL and session ID and over API. What the API now is the Salesforce API in the 50 we use. Then we write one method, execute query. Execute query simple, the get the text area value and simple fire the query. So connected app, then query it will fire. How to fire? There is the JS document mentions. Just click to document tab, and you can see here how to get session ID. We use the session ID, instance URL, and access tokens like, and query, just query click, and you can see here just query simple, select account from, and whatever you are there. So simple, we use these things or extensions like just fire query, and we got result. And so simple, we will just console it, console.log, and just result.reports, and where is the one? So how it's work now, I will show. Just refresh the page. Okay, and just simple click, and I write like select ID from count and click to execute. Just execute, and after execute, you can debug here to inspect. Just click inspect and console. Missing, just very simple. Wait. Okay. Just and console. And reload again. If you change background JSON and pop-up JSON, you need to reload. Just refresh the page. Okay, just click right side window and click your extension and just click to execute button. Execute and simple debugging how to do. So you can see our message received, session ID will go. We have session ID, then query fire. Queries select ID from account. Simple, you can see here, and just we got the result. You can see result of account records, and you also debugging the background page. Now you can message received or domain name. What is the domain? And here you can see just domain URL. And after this, automatically get the cookies and automatically send the again fire one event and pop-up just listen this event here, and we just made one connections via JSForce, and after this connection execute or query, just query fire and simple execute or query, and result we got. So now we simple is changed, we can do everything like CID operations, insert, update, whatever you want. We just convert this CSV downloader. So simple. I have one create export to CSV method. The CSV method just download or CSV. So run again. Just simple. So I go and go again and click whatever extend. Select ID from account and just execute. Just execute. You can see download or CSV file. Just click and you can see all things available or use Salesforce ID and accounts names. So I just change my query like contact. So ID and first name. So first name, last name, and title. If you have and contact, and just execute. You can see there second CSV and just click to open. Here is all account data available. Sorry, contact, the first name, last name, titles, and Salesforce ID. So you can easily download your CSV. So simple where to create your own extensions. You easily where to build your things. So important is the background JSON. So everyone we need to do many things in short time in a smart way. So easily extensions will we provide you. And now how to deploy. So just simple how to deploy our extension. So can you have one account for from web stores. Like if you have web store account from web store account, you can easily deploy your extensions. So I have account, just click to our account and how to deploy our extension and how to publish our extensions for publicly, just simple. Okay. So you can see here my screen in Chrome Web Store developer dashboard. So just click new item and you browse your extension and just deploy. But first things, your extension in zip format. So for extensions like as a zip file. So I have just compress in zip. So all things select and add to achieve and just convert zip, and this zip will be upload. So simple, browse file and you can see a zip file. Just click zip, just open, it will upload. Okay, after uploading, you can see your title, the manifestation titles also. What is the title of our extensions? Easy SQL, so simple here available. You can see just your package title, summary your descriptions, and you can add also description. You choose the which category your extensions, and language also, your icons and permo videos and whatever you need, and homepage. Just save and draft, and privacy pack. Just click privacy and define your permissions. Why we use this permission? Just justified. Without you justified, you can't able to publish this extension, because you without user permission you can't access data. So simple, justify why you use the active tab cookies, why you using this, and simple agreement. Just check and submit to you. And after 3 and 7 business day of sale, Google's automatically publish your extension if there is no any illegal. So automatically it publish. After publish, you can directly click this link to automatic open, and also search your Chrome web stores. So, and now let's move to again PPT, and there is the importance links. First, Salesforce and Chrome extensions doc, how to build your Chrome extension. So many APIs related, and permissions, and easy. There is lots of things about background JS and content scripts, also your pop-up JS, and how to register your account. So this links to available to you link your create your web store account, and how to publish I already mentioned. So you can easily or publish your extensions without any charges. And now that's from my side, and this PPT and source code available on these links available. So that's of my side. Any questions? Any about?
It was fantastic discussion and knowledge sharing, Nisar. Um, Let me check, and I would also request to the audience if they have any questions, they can post it into the chat window. Mm. I guess we don't have any questions from the audience, so I would hand over to Vishal for the closing notes.
Thank you, guys.
Uh, thank, Thank you so much, Nisar.
Thank you.
Such a wonderful session and accepting our invitation and giving us a cool demos on how to build a Salesforce friendly Chrome extension application. Uh, Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Nisar.
Thank
And
you.
once again, I would like to thank Arpit for arranging the joint event. Thank you so much, Arpit.
Thank you, Vishal, for accepting the invitation for joint event.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So we are not getting any questions in the chat window. So I think we are good to go for closing our session. So thank
Uh,
you. Yeah.
one more thing I would like to add on before closing the session. If anyone from the audience would like to give any session, they can contact to Vishal or me on any of the social media link. We would be discussing with you, and we'll try to host an event. And if you are a first time speaker in the community, that would be very good for us. So if you are a first time speaker with us in the community, then definitely a different swag will special swag will be shipped to you if you are in India from Gurgaon Developer Group and Ajmer Admin Group.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Arpit, for adding this information. And we would love to encourage first time speaker. So if you would want to give us a session, then we are happy to arrange the session.
Okay, so I guess we are good to wrap up for the day.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Arpit. And thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, everyone, for joining today's session.
Thank you so
So
much, everyone. Bye. Take care. Happy weekend.